This is TWiT.
A tour of duty is about to begin aboard the ASC Horizons. Your first order of business is to depart the space dock. Once you clear, you will receive your next orders. Okay, from Alliance Command.
Right.
All right, bridge crew, report in. Starting with engineer.
Engineer standing by. All systems at 100%.
Flight standing by. Tactical. Roger.
Science.
Comms, communicate to space dock that we are ready for departure.
Requesting permission to depart.
Horizons, you are go for departure.
Mr. Delahanty, take us out.
What speed?
Regular speed.
Ahead full, sir.
You are all clear, Horizons. Good luck.
What's the NSS Laporte?
Hailing NSS
Can you
Laporte.
scan that, Megan?
iTech's heavy shuttle is a medium-range shuttle, slow and not very maneuverable, but well-armored.
That sounds about right. That's a Laporte class for sure.
Yes.
Message from Starbase Alpha. We need you to inspect the 2 comm stations in orbit around the planets in the Viridian star system.
Mr. Delahanty, navigate to our first waypoint.
Setting course to Viridian 1.
Engage. We are now going ludicrous speed.
Oh, message from comm station that they are under attack. Please assist.
All right, setting status to red
dear
alert.
God.
Prepare yourself.
Okay. Lasers are off, but I can arm them. I can raise shields too, if you'd like.
Raise shields and arm.
Raising shields. It's a button. Pressed. Arm lasers. On.
All right, make our way full to that location.
Setting intercept course.
I've scanned the Dart A1A.
What's the report?
45.58 kilograms of steel, 11.4 kilograms carbon fibers, 1 life form.
We're under attack, everyone.
Do I fire?
Fire at will.
Okay. I will aim and I will fire. Oh, yeah.
Target destroyed? Well, good work, everyone. We survived our first battle.
Captain, I believe this means that our shields are slightly down.
Yeah. What
think.
are those red marks?
Red marks are possibly some damage. Let me investigate this.
All right. Any other vessels detected in the system?
No.
All right. Mr. Delahanty, there's, I believe, another planet in this system.
Viridian 2 is the next possible destination.
Set a waypoint and engage when ready.
Engaging.
Woo! That was quick.
It's very close.
Ion reactors damaged. Bravo team is repairing currently. Alpha, Charlie, and Delta are en route.
Good. All right. Anything on the radar?
A lot.
Less, yes.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Give me a full scan, science officer.
Shuttle Epsilon, Viridian 2-4, Viridian 2-10, Viridian 2-14, Viridian 11-20, 11-19. We're dead.
Those are all shuttles?
Oh. I don't know.
Looks like we have one enemy target on the screen. Navigate for intercept course.
Should I hail them?
You can try comms, but if I know these bastards, they won't respond.
Space pirates, Captain.
The worst
Yes,
kind of
space
pirates.
pirates.
Tactical, I want you to shoot when ready.
They said enjoy the vacuum of space.
57 kilometers.
Looks like they're firing.
Oh, dear.
Change alert status to red.
Alert status red.
Shield generator is underpowered.
Roger that. Tactical
I
officer.
shot in the wrong direction.
Captain, shall I redistribute power to the shields?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, did you take out both of them?
I think so.
Wow. Do we have another target?
I'm shooting.
Keep firing. What are our shield status?
Shield generator down to 71%.
I'm going to go ahead and arm us with something a little bit nicer. The mosquito.
Well, whatever you do, do it quickly.
Life support's down to 41%.
Should I request that shuttle Epsilon to attack them too?
Yes.
It looks like we're going down. I want
my
you guys to
goodness.
know that I love you all. And it was a
isn't
Shield
pleasure.
generator down to 22%, Captain.
Keep firing, Tactical.
I'm doing the best I can.
You could do a little bit better.
Captain, I recommend raising power to shield generator. We're out of shields.
I will not lose this ship.
Captain, repair.
Can we get out of here, Patrick?
It takes a really long time to
evasive
reload.
maneuvers.
I think this is it.
We're gonna roast these pirates.
Yeah.
We finally did it.
Good work, team.
Yeah, that was tough.
I'm happy we stuck through to the end.
I know.
Yep.
I know.
And you know, the amazing thing, they were all drunk. It was 10 in the morning, Leo.
Actually,
yes, we were all drunk.
That looked like a lot of fun. But what I noticed, you're playing on a Chromebook.
Yeah, I had the Pixel.
Brian, the captain, was using a phone. We had an iPad. We had a couple of Windows machines.
Surface.
So this will work on anything. David Hernly is here. He's with Mythric Studios, creator of Starship Horizons, a labor of love for a few years, yeah?
Absolutely.
Nice to see you.
Oh, glad to be here.
So this is a great party game, obviously.
Oh, we hope so.
You wouldn't play it by yourself.
Actually, you can. You can play as a fighter. Just a
neat.
single fighter with a throttle and stick if you wanted to.
Can you play with other people online, or does everybody have to be in the same room as you?
You can play as a bridge either online across the internet, or you can play multiple ships, different bridge crews together. Either
in the same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is neat.
Yeah.
So let's explain a little bit how this works. It's kind of a client-server system, but you run the server. Somebody runs the server.
Right. Basically, there's an executable. It runs on Windows today that runs the ship's computer, if you will, the simulation, and runs your main view screen. So if you think like
that's what's right behind you right now.
Classic Star Trek style.
That's not ISS above.
No.
Right there.
Actually, it looks a lot like.
Kind of could be.
Well, I don't know. But and here we are in space dock. But that runs from that computer that runs your server,
and it's running a web server, which then everybody else who's playing the game logs into, either over the internet or with a local host.
Correct.
Well, that's kind of neat, and that's why it'll work on all these different devices, because it's just an HTML5 browser.
Right. It's a BYOD. Bring your own device, and any competent modern piece of hardware will run it well. And we try to make a lot of screens available, both screens that they'll interact with, like your classic science fiction stations, captain, flight officer, tactical officer, science officer, things like that. But also have screens available. So if you really want to go crazy and have like an alert status screen and shield status and hull status and have all these different displays, just like you would see in a sci-fi.
Is that what you did, Jason?
That's what we ended up doing. If you go back and watch the video, you'll see in front of us were a couple of screens that were dedicated screens for different status or the view that you have right here, and that helps with the immersion completely.
I love that you could use touch too. So if you're using a touch device, touch works. You obviously use
I feel like
that's
the way to go. Like if you have the touch device, and especially like the Chromebook or Surface tablets,
or a phone,
touch enabled, or a phone or whatever. But it's really nice because again, it's that whole immersive quality. It kind of makes you feel like that's your control space.
Yeah, absolutely. And we certainly kind of target the touch devices on purpose, because the cost of entry, if you look, like an Amazon Fire tablet even, you're not talking a lot of money to get invested if you want to have touch devices and have, your TV in your living room as the main view screen and just have people on couches with their tablets.
How performant is it on kind of lower spec tablets, let's say, low spec hardware?
The cost of entry in terms of that, in terms of the specifications, is really low. I mean, we run actually at conventions on Raspberry Pis. To give you an example.
Wow.
So
you're not using WebGL or some sort of sophisticated technology. It's just a browser and HTML5. The work is being done by the server generating this view screen using DirectX. Although you were saying maybe WebGL down the road.
It is part of our roadmap. Once we get to our final release of version 1, after that we'll look at WebGL as it evolves. Our platform already supports that web distribution model for that WebGL needs.
Right.
So it's something that once we get past version 1, we'll be adding next year.
This would be kind of fun at a party or an event. How many players can play?
Up to 6 in a classic bridge, but like we talked about before, you can have multiple bridges playing together in the same scenario, either against each other or with each other. So you might have a mission where you have to divide and conquer and go to different parts of the different star systems to accomplish the same mission. And so,
do you have a scenario builder tool? Could people build their own? Or?
Oh, that would be nice.
There is no flat-out tool today, but everything in the game is designed with XML and HTML. So all of the everything that you saw in the video that you guys were playing was designed with just XML specifications. So anybody at home can mod this to create other universes and some of the classic science fiction tropes that are out there. We want them to do that.
And this is available now on Steam in the beta form.
It's not on Steam yet. We'll be on Steam before the end of the year.
Oh, good.
But they can purchase early access on our website, and that license is good through the life of the product.
And how much is that, and where is your website?
It's starshiphorizons.com is where you can find us, and on Facebook. And it's $60. Now that's for one copy that gets you an entire bridge. So
got it.
The 6 people can play off of one copy of the game.
You're really buying the host.
Yes.
And then everybody else is a client.
Now we did encounter a few kind of issues along the way. Being it's early access, so you kind of expect that. We actually have video right about the time that we encountered the NSS Laporte crash.
Hailed them and they said that they are a civilian delivery and just happy to be avoiding any Imperial entanglements.
That sounds like a Laporte, all right.
Ray Shields.
Should I demand them to surrender?
Yes. Shall I divert power to the weapons captain? Yes.
Any report back, Victor?
No report.
Setting red alert. Fire everything.
Hey! I'm an innocent bystander.
Sit back and relax. And
Sending another message of "You're killing me, Smalls."
Oh, you froze me.
I just killed us all.
Control unresponsive.
You broke Leo.
What happens when you take down NSS Laporte?
We learned a valuable lesson that day. Never target NSS Laporte.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get.
So
But,
that was you, Jason, Megan Maroney.
To be expected.
Jason Howell, Megan Maroney, Brian Burnett, Alex Gumpel was playing, Victor Bognot, he's one of our editors, Patrick Delahanty, who's our coder. And you guys had fun, I think.
Oh, it was a blast.
Even though we made you play at 10 in the morning.
That's okay. Obviously, we had a great time. I think what the strength of this game and the many platforms that it works on is that really, as far as a party game is concerned, you don't have to think about bringing a bunch of VR hardware to the place. You have your phone in your pocket. And you can probably just pull it out and just be like, well, there's 5 of us here. We've all got touch screens. Let's just do this. And just jump right into it. That's really
so
valuable.
you, as typical in game design, you wrote the engine first. You're now designing scenarios.
Yes, we're kind of in that content phase where we're building the world out, adding more depth to it. Absolutely.
How many, by the end of the year, how many scenarios will we be able to play?
We're looking to have at least 20 is our target.
This sounds like lots of fun. And lots of fun for a party. How did you? So you're by day a software developer. You don't mind going home and coding at night?
I actually have a laptop tray that I have in bed that I literally sit with various streams
Your wife must
on.
love you, honey. What are we doing tonight? Well, I'll be writing the what is it? What is the scenario in Kobayashi Maru scenario?
Love you, darling.
Yeah. Sorry, honey. But someday we're gonna be rich. Keep telling her that. This sounds like a lot of fun. How long ago did you start this?
Started it 4 years ago. Again, like you said, as a passion project.
Tell me about your team. You have a really good Emmy Award-winning composer doing the music.
Yeah, Joel Everett, he came to me and said, "I'd love to help with your product."
That's awesome.
And he's actually still building our new tracks as we speak. I got one today. We're blessed to have him as part of the team.
So that's part of the game. Is you get take her out and you get the music as you sail out of the. That's fun.
Yeah.
But mostly it's you. Do you have a graphics designer or anything?
No, it's primarily me right now.
Neat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. So this is a real passion project.
Yeah.
Now what is going on here? Who's playing it now?
Now that was what we did. That was a deluxe bridge. That's over 20 touchscreen displays, 3 screens wide projection that we had at a convention last year.
I want this.
So it scales. So basically, like we talked about, you can have the tablets on a couch in front of your TV.
Right.
We have a gentleman that built his own bridge.
Wait a minute. This is the same engine?
Yes, exact same.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yep. It's just a matter of how you scale your hardware. It's up to you. We take it. This was at conventions. We take it to conventions all throughout the year. We have several groups that we work with. BridgeSimulators.com. Actually, their primary job is working with conventions to take this experience to them. We have a group out in the UK, UK Bridge Simulators, that also does it for conventions over there. So we're really trying to get this out in front of people, and that's actually the construction that a gentleman by the name of Tim Prickett did.
Wait a minute, this is some guy's house?
Yes, he built his own Horizons.
Oh, Lord.
That is so awesome, though. If you're going to do it right.
Captain's
We're
chair.
going to go down in the basement and we're going to conquer the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
But,
that is wild. I love that.
That is great.
Jason, this is the answer to that thing, that iGen thing we were talking about. If people grow up just on computer screens all the time, well, have a party. Yeah. And you could all be playing the same game together. It's pretty social, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, sure, you're all in an enclosed space, but I mean, it forces you to communicate and to work as a team. I don't know. I feel like it's a very social thing. Is there any communication, like voice communication online, like if you're not all in the same space, or any plans for that?
So we have 2 roadmaps for that. Audio is going to be first. And so you can have bridge to bridge,
Right.
or if you're playing as a single bridge but across the internet, you can communicate. But also we're going to be doing video. So that classic science fiction trope where you can say on the screen and bring up your enemy on screen and talk to them and curse them, with the loud Shatner-like voice, that kind of thing.
Yeah, right. This is so cool. I want to play this. So $60. Go to StarshipHorizons.com to be in on the beginning, the early release of this, and then eventually Steam and elsewhere you'll be able to play it.
Absolutely.
And you need a Windows PC
today for the server,
for the home,
right?
The server.
Yeah.
And then I guess if you're going to run it locally, you could just. What do you log into the server basically, right?
Well, you just open up your web browser and open up
go to the address of the server.
Yeah, and actually, when the game comes up, there's a button where you can click and it actually brings up the browser for you. So you.
And what ports do you use if I want to do this over the internet?
It's 1864 through 1866.
Oh, that's not a big deal. So you just port forward those ports.
Yep.
And you're commanding the Starship.
Absolutely.
That sounds like so much fun. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for bringing this, David.
Oh, glad to be here.
David Hernly is the founder of Mythric Studios, lead developer at StarshipHorizons.com.